Michael Landon was one of the most beloved actors, writers, directors, and producers in television history. For more than 3 decades, he entertained millions of viewers through memorable characters, inspiring stories, and family-centered dramas. From his breakthrough role in Bonanza to his iconic performances in Little House on the Prairie and Highway to Heaven, Landon became a symbol of warmth, optimism, and perseverance. Behind the fame, however, was a man who faced personal struggles, family challenges, public criticism, and a devastating illness. His life story is one of determination, creativity, resilience, and lasting influence. This documentary explores the remarkable journey of Michael Landon, from his difficult childhood to his rise as one of America's most influential television legends. Michael Landon was born as Eugene Maurice Orowitz on October 31, 1936, in Queens, New York. His father, Eli Maurice Orowitz, worked in the entertainment industry, while his mother, Peggy O'Neill, had once been an actress and comedian. Although the family appeared normal from the outside, life at home was often troubled. Landon's mother struggled with severe emotional and mental health issues. Her unpredictable behavior created a stressful environment that deeply affected young Eugene. Throughout his childhood, he lived with anxiety and uncertainty, never knowing what challenges each day might bring. When the family moved to Collingswood, Landon began attending local schools. Despite difficulties at home, he excelled in athletics. He became an outstanding javelin thrower and quickly gained recognition for his talent. His athletic ability earned him opportunities for higher education and gave him hope for a successful future. At the time, sports seemed destined to become his career path, but fate had other plans. During his college years, Landon continued to pursue athletics with determination. Many believed he had the potential to become a professional athlete. However, a serious shoulder injury changed everything. The injury effectively ended his athletic ambitions. Suddenly, the dream he had worked toward for years disappeared. For many young people, such a setback might have been devastating enough to end their confidence. For Landon, however, it became the beginning of a new journey. While trying to figure out his future, he was noticed by a talent agent. His strong appearance, natural charisma, and camera-friendly personality made him a promising candidate for acting. Recognizing an opportunity, Eugene Maurice Orowitz adopted a new professional name, Michael Landon. The name sounded strong, memorable, and perfectly suited for Hollywood. At first, success did not come easily. He appeared in small television roles and low-budget productions. Like countless aspiring actors, he spent years proving himself and waiting for his big break. That break finally arrived in 1959. In 1959, Michael Landon was cast as Little Joe Cartwright in the television Western series Bonanza. The role changed his life forever. Little Joe was young, energetic, passionate, and adventurous. Audiences immediately connected with the character, and Landon's charm made him one of the show's most popular stars. Bonanza quickly became one of the most successful television series in American history. Set on the Ponderosa Ranch, the show followed the Cartwright family as they faced challenges in the American West. For 14 seasons, viewers watched Landon grow from a young actor into a household name. The success of Bonanza brought fame, financial security, and creative opportunities. Unlike many actors who were content simply performing, Landon wanted greater involvement in storytelling. He began writing scripts. He learned directing. He studied production. Before long, he was contributing creatively behind the camera as well as in front of it. This period transformed him from an actor into a complete television creator. During his years on Bonanza, Landon developed a reputation as someone with exceptional storytelling instincts. He understood what audiences wanted: strong emotions, relatable characters, family values, hope, and human connection. Television executives noticed his talent. Producers trusted his judgment. Fellow actors respected his work ethic. Landon's confidence grew with each project he directed and wrote. He realized that he could create entire worlds on screen rather than simply act within them. This realization would lead to the most important project of his career. In 1974, Michael Landon launched what many consider his greatest achievement, Little House on the Prairie. Based on the books of Laura Ingalls Wilder, the series told the story of the Ingalls family living on the American frontier. Landon played Charles Ingalls, a loving father devoted to his family. The role perfectly matched his strengths as an actor. Charles Ingalls was compassionate, hardworking, courageous, and deeply committed to his children. Audiences around the world saw him as the ideal father figure. But Landon's influence extended far beyond acting. He served as executive producer. He directed many episodes. He wrote numerous storylines. His creative fingerprints were everywhere. The show explored themes such as family loyalty, love and sacrifice, faith and hope, community support, personal courage, social justice. Unlike many television programs of the era, Little House on the Prairie focused on emotional storytelling and moral lessons. Families gathered together each week to watch. The series became a worldwide success and remains beloved decades later. For millions of viewers, Michael Landon became synonymous with kindness, wisdom, and family values. While his professional life flourished, Landon's personal life was far more complicated. He married 3 times and became the father of a large family. Despite his public image as a family man, his relationships often attracted media attention. In the early 1980s, his marriage faced serious difficulties. After separating from his second wife, he entered a new relationship that became the subject of intense public scrutiny. Many fans felt disappointed because they associated him with the wholesome values represented in his television work. Tabloids covered his private life extensively. Criticism followed. Yet Landon remained focused on his work. He accepted that public life came with public judgment and continued pursuing his creative goals. Though controversial at times, he never allowed criticism to stop him from creating. In 1984, Landon introduced another successful television series, Highway to Heaven. This time, he played Jonathan Smith, an angel sent to Earth to help people overcome challenges and find hope. The concept was unique and uplifting. Each episode focused on ordinary people facing extraordinary struggles: grief, illness, loneliness, poverty, family conflict, forgiveness. Jonathan Smith guided people toward healing and understanding. The series reflected Landon's own beliefs about compassion and humanity. Viewers appreciated its positive message and emotional depth. Once again, Landon proved that he could create television that entertained while inspiring audiences. By the mid-1980s, Michael Landon had become one of television's most influential creative figures. He was no longer simply a performer. He was a writer, producer, director, mentor, and visionary. Actors who worked with him often described him as supportive and encouraging. He helped young performers develop confidence and improve their craft. His productions were known for professionalism, efficiency, and emotional authenticity. Many of today's television creators cite Landon as an inspiration because of his ability to balance commercial success with meaningful storytelling. In April 1991, Michael Landon received devastating news. Doctors diagnosed him with pancreatic cancer, one of the most aggressive forms of cancer. The diagnosis shocked the entertainment industry. At the time, Landon was only 54 years old. Rather than hiding his illness, he chose to speak openly about it. He gave interviews discussing his condition. He addressed the public honestly. He remained optimistic despite the seriousness of the disease. Many people admired his courage. His openness helped increase awareness about pancreatic cancer and inspired others facing serious illnesses. Even during treatment, Landon continued working and spending time with his family. He refused to surrender hope. As the disease progressed, Landon's health deteriorated rapidly. Friends, colleagues, and fans around the world expressed support and prayed for his recovery. Despite his declining condition, he remained determined to live fully. He spent valuable time with loved ones. He reflected on his career and accomplishments. He continued showing the resilience that had defined his life. Those who visited him during this period often remarked on his remarkable strength and positive attitude. Even in the face of death, Michael Landon focused on gratitude rather than fear. On July 1, 1991, Michael Landon passed away at his home in Malibu, California. He was only 54 years old. News of his death spread quickly across the world. Tributes poured in from actors, producers, politicians, journalists, and millions of fans. Television networks honored his legacy through special broadcasts and retrospectives. Many people felt they had lost a member of their own family because his characters had been part of their lives for decades. His passing marked the end of an era in television history. Today, Michael Landon remains one of the most respected figures in television history. His most famous works include Bonanza, Little House on the Prairie, Highway to Heaven. These programs continue to be watched by new generations around the world. His influence extends beyond entertainment. He demonstrated that television could promote kindness, empathy, family values, and hope without sacrificing popularity. Writers study his storytelling techniques. Directors admire his creative vision. Actors respect his dedication to authenticity. Most importantly, audiences continue to connect with the humanity present in his work. Michael Landon's story is not simply the story of a television star. It is the story of a boy who endured a difficult childhood, a young athlete whose dreams were shattered by injury, an aspiring actor who refused to give up, a creator who transformed television through heartwarming stories and unforgettable characters, a father, husband, artist, and fighter who faced life's challenges with courage. Although Michael Landon left the world in 1991, his legacy lives on through every episode, every character, and every lesson he shared with audiences. His life reminds us that success is not measured only by fame or wealth, but by the positive impact we leave on others. And by that measure, Michael Landon's legacy is truly timeless.